Hi, welcome back. This is Wreckit Rob and this is my third video showing my kitchen extension journey. At this point we're approximately 2 months into the build and we are now showing a lot of progress. If you saw my last video, part 2, you would know we had a lot of problems with our abusive neighbours next door. Apart from one small incident, everything has been smooth sailing. On our last video, we just finished the groundworks, but we managed to get the groundworks filled with concrete to create the base of the extension. After this, the base bricks went down and the building work began to take place. It was surprising how quickly things happened after this step. We got a bricklayer in to help to do the breeze blocks for the 2 walls either side of the extension. We removed the existing back gate and left a hole, where the new door would be leading the kitchen into the existing alleyway. The builder's got a massive piece of steel in to support the new roof and also to support the gable, which will be filled with glass later and also add some extra height to the kitchen, which is something that I really wanted. The roof, as it was pitched, was going to be a big job, and the type of roof I decided to have, with the gable glass at the end, would be quite a challenge for the builders, as having a flat roof with a sky lantern would have been much easier. But I wanted something with a wow factor. Having this type of roof would slow things down, but it would be so worthwhile in the end. When the structure of the roof had its basic skeleton up, it was time to say goodbye to the old kitchen roof. This was a very exciting point for me, where I would say goodbye to the existing 10 square metre kitchen and then say hello to a new 35 square metre kitchen diner. The new roof of the extension would consist of 4 skylights. There were so many decisions to be made when choosing a skylight: the size, what the interior and exterior would be like, how you'd open it, electric or manual. But in the end, I went for a black room on the outside and an oak finish on the inside. As I was planning to having bifold doors at the front, I couldn't imagine the need to be opening the skylights that much, but they would allow in much needed light. So now that the basic roof was completed and the basic building blocks were up, it was now time to say a sweet farewell to the kitchen wall, which separated the new extension with the old kitchen. I felt the extension itself, when I looked around, it wasn't as big as I'd imagined, as the block work and the insulation does reduce the size quite significantly. But then, when the wall came down, and you can see all the way through the 35 square metre space, it was everything I had imagined, and more. So now you can see the real space. Then the next moment, which is when they removed the dash sheet, which separated all the building work from my living room, or man cave as I like to call it, to the rest of the house came down. I could truly see what I had, and it was exciting. The thing I noticed the most was that having the new large extension made my man cave look very small. No pun intended. Additionally, it was about to get a lot smaller, as I was about to have an extra wall put on underneath the stairs to make way for a new downstairs toilet. I'll get more onto that on the next video. I asked the gentleman to see if they could actually remove the flooring, so they made a good start on removing it, and that's when the carnage started. So now the basics of the build have now been completed. Let's see how we progressed. I thought I'd give you a bit of a tour so you sort of know what the house is looking like at the moment due to extension. As you can see, I actually have no floors at all, no flooring, because I'm going to have the same flooring all the way out throughout the house, well, the downstairs anyway. So as you can see, it's absolute bedlam at the moment and thick dust everywhere. A couple of days ago, I had the flooring delivered. This is just a few of the bits that I had to take in from the curbside. I'm not quite used to manual labour, but that is what we need to do. And I'm having this sort of flooring all the way throughout. So hopefully that'll be done in a few weeks' time. And just sort of give you an idea as to what it looks like at the moment. So prepare yourself. So this is what we have at the moment. It is absolutely freezing in here. Because if I sort of take it to the end, you'll see we've been waiting a couple of weeks for the glass, the gable glass at the top, and I'm going to have bifold doors, not the usual bifold doors that go from one end to the next. This is going to be bifold doors that from the middle, it's going to go from the left hand side to the far left, and then in the middle from the right hand side to the far right. So that, with any luck, if there's no delays, that should be delivered this Tuesday. As you know, there's always probably delays, but we can hope. So that is the plan anyway. So we have the gable and the glass coming Tuesday, and then hopefully the plastering of all the walls are going to happen Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, if everything goes to plan. Now, as you see, more flooring. So my plan today is I'm going to have to strip this wallpaper, which I'll be doing after this video, so then the guys can have that all ready for them to start plastering. So we had the electricians in, and they've done all the wiring, and had the plumbers in, and they've done all the plumbing there. Yeah, so this is what I've been living in over the past couple of weeks. It'll be worth it. The builders were really great, and they've actually been able to make me a makeshift kitchen area. So this is basically what I've been using as my main kitchen for the past 2-3 weeks. So I was very lucky, to be honest, and also I've still got the washing machine operational, and they were really good, and they even made sure they put in the plumbing for me, which leads to the drainage outside. So as you can see at the top, when I had the electricians in, they put in the first fix wiring. This is for the spotlights, and then as you can see, you got 3 wires dangling from the top, and that's where I'm going to have 3 pendant lighting. And hopefully here is where I'm going to have an island. Now the island is basically going to be almost like a glorified table for the family to sit around. So I've ordered the bar stools for that, which I'll show you later. Over here, again, you can sort of see you've got like the wiring for the plugs. That is, I think, is where the sink's going to be. Possibly, I'm starting to get confused. And then the cooker is going to be in the middle. So yeah. Oh, also the very exciting thing, these are my new radiators. It's amazing how expensive just to get red radiators actually are, but they look really good quality. And yeah, some of you might be quite shocked that it's like a red, and there's going to be one that's going to be put over here as well. But the reason I went for red is the whole room is going to be white, the kitchen is going to be grey, the gable and the glass is going to be black, black rimmed. So basically I just needed like a little pop of colour. Now this here, I don't know if you've seen my previous videos, but this is now going to be the downstairs toilet. Well, I hadn't had a downstairs toilet, but this is going to be the first downstairs toilet. Now this was originally just underneath the stairs where I kept all my tools, and you can see here is where they've built an extra stud wall just to make the toilet bigger. And the reason we need it bigger, I'm not sure if you can see, is this area here has been boarded out because there wouldn't have been enough headspace. Here is the macerator. I wasn't too keen on getting a macerator, but because my floors aren't deep enough, that was the only option. So macerator there, which is going to be boxed in. Then the toilet will go here, and this is where we're going to have the sink. You can see we've got all like the basic plumbing for the sink. So that is basically it at the moment. It's complete disarray. Also, like I said, so we've got the gable, glass coming Tuesday, plastering Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then they're going to put what's called screed down. Now the screed is going to be able to make this flooring level, so they're going to have to pour quite a lot of screed to make that level with where the old kitchen was. And then also they're going to have to use this self-leveling compound on here, this is where the old kitchen was, to make it that level with that. So that should all happen this week. Yeah, screed is coming Saturday, so that'll be quite fun. But yeah, so hopefully by the end of the week it's going to look absolutely amazing. We're about 4 weeks away to basic completion. The toilet, unfortunately, for many other reasons, that won't be completed till after Christmas, but you know, it is what it is. But the plastering should all be completed, and I'm always embarrassed to show you, this is where I've been living at the moment. This is my snug, which is a complete mess. So this is my snug kitchen, microwave, crock pot. Then you've got all this stuff over here, which again, extremely dusty. A lot of the old equipment from the kitchen is going to be given to charity. Now, unfortunately, they couldn't pick it up until the 30th of November. So obviously I'm going to give it a clean up. So we've got to get rid of the cooker, the hob, the extractor fan, and I've also got the old dishwasher as well, which is going to go. So hopefully by the time you see the next video, we're going to have something that looks really impressive. Thanks very much for following. And that following Tuesday, everything actually did go to plan. So all the boarding came down and the bifolds arrived. And here you can see them putting the bifolding doors together. And then also they put the gable glass in the day after. Thank you very much for watching. We're nearly at the end of the journey, just 3 more weeks to go. And then hopefully everything will get completely finished. And I'll bring in my next video in a few days' time. Thanks very much for watching.